Burn versus Mill.
Yeah, neither one gave me a deck list, so I'm like, you're getting shamed. No deck list on the side for either of you.
It was not very good, but I played most of those cards that we mentioned in Standard there. The Ranger of Eos getting me a bunch of Hedron
Oh
crabs.
god, yeah. It's
And then fetch lands.
to be fair, yeah,
Knight
like
of the Reliquary.
like
You
shards.
get like 2 Hadron Crags, snap the Knight of the Reliquary, get a fetch land, crack the fetch land. That's a lot of them. A lot of lands
yeah,
right there.
it is.
A lot of milling.
I will
Very
say
slow.
for
Very
standard
slow.
for standard mill, I think the shards Zendikar block was the
Is that
best.
just the blue card?
No, that was back in that was back in Shadowmoor.
Okay.
But so with the shards and Zendikar, you had Hedron Crab, you had the Mind Funeral, you had
Yeah, that
Archive
card's
Trap,
very good, yeah.
right? So like that was the best time for mill to be viable in standard,
Sure.
like as an actual like competitive deck.
I've seen a lot of those on like the arena and stuff like that. That enchantment that whenever I draw a card, you mill 2 cards
Yeah.
or whatever. I've seen quite a bit of that, like people sneaking that up. But it went away. I didn't see as much of it. But it seems like with Nexus of Fate maybe not being as powerful as it was, thanks to the new Teferi,
Yeah.
that there's maybe room for that deck to actually exist. Like it could actually be good.
Oh, Snake
That's a
Eyes.
Snake Eyes.
And he's like a 6, 1 dice. Didn't even need it.
Domination.
I mean, so like, like nowadays with the mill, there are certain interactions that are just kind of weird, right? Like, mission briefing allows you to cast Archive Trap from the graveyard and still pay 0.
Yeah.
It's just one of those like, it's so weird because it's not actually giving the flashback cost and like all that weird stuff. And it's like, oh, all right.
That is really neat. Is that what he's doing here? That's
Yeah.
going to be really exciting then. What about does he use that the trap seeker, the trap cards?
No. Like I said, I haven't
There's
updated.
a lot of really good
There is.
mill cards. You don't need to rely all over the trap.
Yeah, no, I think his is
I know how much you like traps though.
all about that trap life.
Yeah.
He's not running a typical mill deck either. Like, I mean, he's running the 4 Hedron Crab, like 4 Glimpses, 4 Archive Trap, but like he's not running the Mind Funerals. He's running the Mesmeric Orbs, but like he's running Ashioks.
Mesmeric Orb is whenever whenever they untap.
Whenever anybody
untaps
yeah.
anything, somebody mills one.
Yeah, they mill 1. You
Yeah,
mill
yeah,
1. So
yeah.
if you untap 4 permanents, you mill 4 cards.
Yeah.
But he's playing the new Ashiok
That's
in the main board, and I think he's playing the new Narset as well in the main board on the side. It's one or the other.
hmm.
And like, I mean, the new Narset seems really good out of the board because like against a control deck, like you're only drawing 1 card a turn, like, and I'll dig 4 and
It doesn't
find
really
something.
help his mill plan per se, but it definitely inhibits a lot of these control decks.
Yeah.
Or any kind of deck that's trying to find value.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to help him against that Monetary Swift Spirit.
No, I don't think to help him against Burn at all. Watergrave Pass. Yes, so this is our last match for the night, but you're gonna love it because it's Mill versus Burn. How often are you gonna see this match? Never.
Never. And I got to imagine that the mill deck is a pretty big dog here.
Yes, they are a very, very big underdog. Mesmeric Orb, ha! You're gonna mill 2 cards.
Here we're back to reading. What is this one? Haven't seen this since the Elven days.
The best card against the Burn deck though, and I
Is that
don't
a
know.
Rift Bolt or what is it?
Yeah, it's a Rift Bolt.
Okay.
I don't know if Alec still runs it in the main. Is Crypt Incursion? It's just the best card against Burn. Like
Yeah.
like the 10 creatures there. I'll gain 30 life. Fight me, Burn. Oh,
Sounds-
you can't now.
It's a nice place to be.
Ooh, Eidolon.
Oof.
Yeah. So he's gonna mill 2. A Glimpse and a Crab. He does have a Trap now though. And Trap is real good about getting around Eidolons. But I've seen like some of the older versions like running the Twin Cast because it's like Archive Trap Twin Cast.
Sure.
Like 26. So I used to play mill. The closest I ever got, I was able to turn 2 kill somebody.
Turn 2?
Turn 2. So
60 cards in 2 turns.
So
I like it.
so turn 1, like it was like Watergrave, Hedron Crab, pass, right? He's like, okay. He goes turn 1, fetch for whatever Noble Hierarch. I'm like, cool. Archive Trap, Archive Trap, Archive Trap. He's like, all right, cool. Mill 39 cards. I'm like, cool. Untap, upkeep, play a fetch land. So he mills 6 more there, glimpse him. Good game.
That's it. And he started with 7, so he started doing you a favor.
Yeah. And it was
That's
just.
all you needed. That's all I needed was that extra
And
7.
it was great because it was against Brandon, and he's like, "But I had infinite life next turn," and I was like,
Oh, it was against Brandon. Well, that explains a lot.
"It does." He was like, "I had infinite life next turn." I'm like, "Guess who doesn't care about infinite life?"
Right, right. The only points that we're counting are those 60 cards that you don't have left. Yeah.
I mean, he won that match, but it was like, I won the moral victory.
Oh.
I won the moral victory. That's all I ever care about.
See, what a big guy here. He's being honest to you. He's letting you know. You got one.
That's
you
it,
got
like,
one. I'm on the board.
Turn 2 kill with Mill. Like, I'm like, look, I could never win another match
You
with
do
Mill.
it, and when you do it, you do it big.
Right? I say moral victory right there. Like, it's not the turn 1 kill like fetch, like quad archive trap, good game. It's not that, but.
I mean, you know, some people, they want too much.
Right?
You know, I'm happy with the 3 archive traps. That's good enough.
Yeah.
Sometimes good enough is good.
Skewer.
Sometimes more is
Oof.
better, you know.
Yeah. So I'm at hardcasting to skewer the critics. So he's taking an additional 4 plus 3, so 7 total. So he's down to 4.
Oof.
Yeah.
There you go. We'll trap you.
All right. So 13.
I guess gotta go there. 2, 3. There you go.
See, right, and like Mind Funeral against Bird is really good because they play so few lands anyway. So you can like if you can typically snap off like 1 archive trap and like 2 Mind Funerals, their deck is pretty much just gone.
Yeah. What is a Mind Funeral is like when their second land is revealed or something like that, or back-to-back lands? Or
Four
total?
lands.
Yeah.
4 total lands are revealed. All right, Vince, opinion on what deck is the best deck in Modern?
In Modern?
Yes. What is your opinion best deck in Modern is?
I don't know. A lot of the testing that was done recently with the new card, new set stuff. Like the Neoform thing was awesome.
So real quick, because he has the blue enchantment, so he's milling 26, 13 from the archive trap, and then he has to mill the exact same amount of cards that went to the graveyard. So it's also the skewer the critics and the fetch line too. So it's additional 2
so it's
cards.
15.
Well, so no, it's 13, and then off the
2.
enchantment it'll be 15.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
so 28 total. So he's not out of this game.
I mean, he's a 4, but
I mean, like
is this the end of the turn? So he's gonna untap?
end of the burn player's turn. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's got.
But he's at 4 life. So I mean, if the burn player has like any burn spells, and like Alec really can't like play anything to drop himself below 4, like spell wise, because then if opponent has a bolt, he's just dead.
I mean, he's dead anyway. I think you go to 1.
Yeah.
If that's what it takes.
I
You do as
don't-
much as you can.
Yeah, I don't think humans is top tier anymore. In
I
all
don't
honesty,
think so. It's still fine. Oh, top tier, I think it still is. It just knocked
Okay.
down a tournament.
Okay.
But my point was that it's really difficult right now because, like, do we have the London Mulligan or not? Because that makes such a huge difference.
So,
Uh,
so right now, no London Mulligan. What do you think the best deck is?
I think it's Phoenix. I think Phoenix is still going to be the most consistent. It's still going to be as fast as just about anything, and underlined the most consistent deck.
Oh god, what is that enchantment? It's from the guilds set. Through dropping the question what that one was.
Oh, what that is?
Hang on, I'll figure it out.
Echo, true. Pops the Eidolon, goes to 2.
And then Vince will commentate while I'm trying to find this card.
A little bit. I don't even know what this card is. Thought Scour?
Oh no, that's the Visions of Beyond.
Vision. Okay. That's the one where you draw 3 if you have so many cards. If
If
somebody has
someone has 20 cards, yeah.
But I don't know what you're gonna do now that you're at 2 and you have you're on a mana. Got a land. Is that Dark Slick Shores or something?
No, it's the Polluted Delta.
Okay. Well, sketchy call playing that one. I don't think you're gonna be sacking it. There's the Boros Charm.
All right, so go into game 2, and I will look up the card. So yeah, non-London Mulligan rule. I think Arclight is the best deck just because of the consistency, hands down.
And it's super fast, and it has crazy explosive draws. They don't come nearly as often as you might think they should or could or whatever.
What was it? Martingale. The enchantment is Fraying Sanity. It's out of Hour of Devastation.
Okay.
Welcome to the chat, the stream as well. Martin. We appreciate you guys
Yeah.
taking time to come view all these terrible, terrible decks.
Well, as bad or as good as the decks might be, the commentary is going to at least be at a far below par. That's what we're going for.
Yeah. Okay, so while they're sideboarding, so post London Mulligan, if it goes through, what do you think the best deck is?
I think it's so wild because people were just starting to brew up some stuff. Obviously, your decks like Tron, Mono Green Tron, and I don't even know. Storm didn't even seem like it had a bump. I didn't even see a bump out of Storm. But
I think Storm gets. I think Tron and Storm both get slightly better because you can kind of like mulligan down a couple times and just keep the key pieces to
Right.
just get there. I don't think it puts him just way over the
so
top.
he's flaunting his burn spells there.
Well, I think he's doing for sideboard because
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Letting us know what he's bringing in. Okay.
Yeah. All right, more blue eye control players in this chat. I love it.
Yeah. You would love to blue eye control.
Also, Martin, if you're not following already, you should definitely do that because the more control players you get, the more I can encourage people to play control decks in our meta.
Yeah.
Once like Nexus rotates out, I'll probably build that deck in Modern again. That deck is just a lot of fun.
Nexus.
The Sultai Nexus deck in Modern?
Is that a real thing?
Yes.
In Modern.
Because you get mystical teaching, so you can go 2 to 1 of
I've
Nexus in
seen
the
like
deck.
taking turns. I didn't know that they went up that high. I thought they
Yeah.
stopped on like 5.
No, it's
You get like
it's,
8 time walks at 5.
Yeah, no. This one you play Nexus as a 1 of because you play the Sultai Toolbox deck because of mystical
Sure.
teachings.
Yeah.
Like I'll go find it and like, oh look,
Is that the same deck as the Reclamation?
Yes.
Sultai Reclamation?
Yes.
I didn't even know that one took turns. I thought it just like had untapped mana all the time.
oh no, it's just like you just do that and if you can get you stack 2 or 3 Wilderness Reclamations, like cool. Blue Sun you for 51?
Yeah,
Which is
that's
what
fine.
Cuddly Beast has done.
That's good stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
Yeah, it does, but like I don't know how often that the new Teferi is going to see play in Modern is the thing. Like in Standard, yes, in Standard it definitely affects things.
Are there other combo decks that would be like dramatically hurt by that? I'm not
No,
sure if there
there's-
are.
there's
I think
not.
most of the combo decks can pretty much play at sorcery speed.
Yeah, well,
I
Storm
mean,
does.
obviously not like red black reanimator can't because instant speed,
Yeah.
right? But like Tron doesn't care.
Yeah.
Phoenix doesn't care. They can just go instant spell as slowly, right?
Exactly.
And then the Neoform deck. That's such an interesting deck. It doesn't
That one
work.
actually might be better with the London Mulligan.
I think it'll definitely. I don't think that it's borderline unplayable with regular Mulligan rules because it needs so many cards.
Yeah.
But so many of the cards are interchangeable
Yeah.
that with the London Mulligan, I think that it's probably one of the very best decks. It's probably one of the top tier, most powerful decks. But with our regular Mulligan, the Vancouver Mulligan, I just don't think it's
Yeah.
very questionable.
All right, Mr. Payne. So I know you play Manaless Dredge in Legacy. So how is that matchup against Control? Like I assume Control plays Rest in Peace in the board or in the main on some of them. So is that just like they also I guess play Terminus too. So is that just like a bad match overall? Oh yeah, no. Blaststone is an amazing card.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
I play Blaststone in the War deck, and it's just like this is great because like Stony Silence, I'm like cool Blaststone, uptick it to 2. Guess what? All my artifacts are back online.
Yeah.
Like it's so good
Well,
at getting around,
all except the 2-cost ones.
huh?
All
Oh
except-
no! Like I play so many of those.
I mean, just
My Sorcerer's Spyglass, no.
It's gone. It's gone.
I will trade a Sorcerer's Spyglass and a land to blow up a Stony Silence every time.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't. Yeah, that card is. I think it's actually they did a really good job with that card because it has like flexibility to be powerful in older formats, but it's still good in standard formats. But it doesn't seem it's slow enough that I don't think it's broken.
And the
right?
big one too, right? When
the
it comes
bad word.
when it comes into play, it has a counter, so you can't just like play it
Kill
and blow up
tokens
tokens.
or copies or anything like that. Yeah.
And I think that was a major point that like when I first saw the card, I didn't think about.
Particularly because this new set has the whole Dread Horde
Yes.
zombie
Yeah,
army.
the amass
if you just
is-
had a card that just wrecks that every time, it would
Yeah.
really hurt their synergies and their sales projections, I think.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, like The Rock. The Rock is now playing Blast Zones,
Yeah, I can see that.
and I was
for
like,
sure.
it seems a little weird, but
Seems
when you
great with life in the loam, man.
right, but
I mean,
but when you
just-
think about it, you're like, yeah, that makes sense because then they have their own board wipe that they can choose when to do and adjust it on the board state.
and be able to kind of go around their curve too. If
Yeah.
they want to keep their Liliana, they can go, on 2s or 1s or whatever. They want to keep their Tarmogoyf, whatever it happens to be that they need to work around.
Yep. Oh, good old turn 1 archive trap.
Blip.
And it's like surgical it, and I'm like, this is fine.
Never again.
See, right, like, oh man, I haven't played Manless Dredge in a long time. So how do you play around surgical with Phantasmagorian? Because no, like, could you exile 3 creatures, right, and bring it back from the graveyard?
You're asking me?
Yes, you.
I have no idea.
Oh,
I don't remember.
why do we even keep you around, Vince?
You shouldn't. It's poor decision.
You're supposed-
Honestly, it shows your the quality of your opinion. Yeah. Your choices are questionable.
You're the guy that should know all the text of the old school cards.
I should. I think it is. I think it is removed, from the game.
Discard 3 cards, return from your graveyard to your hand.
That's
So
it.
it's discard cards. So how are you getting around? Oh, so if they're targeting Phantasmagorian, then you're gonna discard 3 cards to bring it back if they're trying to surgical it. Because
Okay.
he's what? He's a 6/6 that you're like, yeah, I'll discard 3 cards, put him back on the field. Dredge loves that.
Yeah. Well, somebody's got to die to Cabal Therapy.
Yep. Man, Glimpse the Unthinkable. So we're about halfway through the burn deck already. Turn 2.
That Swift Spear has a lot of work left to do.
He does. I mean, he does have the Eidolon again. Double suspended Riftbolt. Oof. I mean, there is an Extirpate. There's a Hedron Crab. So land for turn, mill 3. Do you just like fire off the Extirpate on like a Lightning Bolt? Or Boros? I mean, like, if there's a Boros Charm in the bin, I think it would target. I guess it depends on how many copies of each are rated. If there's only like 1 Boros Charm, I think a surgical that because that gives you the highest odds
Of hitting like something else, hitting
Yeah.
another copy.
Yeah. It looks like there's a Boros Charm. So like
All the cards in his deck, though, are sort of the same things. It matters what's in his hand. You have to get lucky enough to hit something in his hand.
look, man, we strive to make it as special for you guys as possible with all the camera angles, all right?
Do we have an avant-garde camera angle? I have no idea what the camera is. Where do you keep it? Is it in the closet?
It is.
Is it over there in the adjacent building?
Oh, it definitely is.
Yeah. Perfect.
Oh,
Is it tilted? Is that what's going on here?
probably a little bit.
Oh, I like that. That's definitely it's going to be a films award-winning. It's an A. This is an A paper here, an A presentation.
Yeah, you are correct. The surgical would not hit the Rift Bolt in exile.
No, it would just put it into exile.
No. So like if there's Rift Bolt in the bins, he extirpated it.
Yeah.
But the 2 he suspended would not.
No, they wouldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Because it's only going to look through your hand, your graveyard, and your library.
Yeah, that's exactly what it says. So, yeah. Yeah, God, man, like I should really take a look at like Manless Dredge because like Creeping Chill, in Manless Dredge seems really good too.
I don't think I ever even played Manolage Dread. I just always wished that I had
The LEDs.
no.
No.
What's the land that's prohibitively expensive for Legacy? That's what you're talking about, right?
Tabernacle.
No, the Dredge land. Draw 2, discard 3.
Oh, that's vintage, and that's Bazaar of Baghdad.
vintage?
That's vintage.
Well, I
And
played
that's-
with that one a little bit.
Yeah, I was like, but that's in Bazaar of Baghdad.
Bazaar of Baghdad. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that one. We should play that. Maybe they bring that to Modern Masters or Modern Horizons.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. They've done it. They did the Magus of the Tabernacle and all those other
Yeah.
Maguses. Magus of the Moon.
Cephalid Coliseum.
Magus of the Bazaar.
So I think I guess does it matter? I was like, because the Afraid Insanity doesn't have to be on the board when it checks. It just checks for the end of the turn, I believe. So he'll mill an additional 3 at end of turn. Wow, Mill actually might be able to pull a game out.
Burn Deck has 2 cards over there.
Yeah.
Mountain looks like another land. No.
Oh yeah, no. If Bazaar of Baghdad was in Legacy, yes, there would be riots in the street. That is just.
I'm pretty sure it's on the reserve list too.
It is, and that's why it's only played in Vintage. Like it wasn't even that bad either. They were only like they were like $400 at one point. Now they're over $1,000.
Wasn't that bad?
No,
said.
like 2 years ago they were only like 400, but then a buyout happened, and now they're over $1,000 each.
A buyout.
Yeah, so like a few stores or companies just bought all the available copies.
Oh wow.
And it's like, oh, you guys want it? $1,000 now. I mean, it's not happening so much now because like standard, like Wizards is just being on point with like these standard printings of cards and whatnot. So there's not as much of that buyout speculation now. But like, there's gonna be a time when like standard's gonna go back down again. There's gonna be like these non-reprintable cards. People are just gonna buy them out again and raise the price, and then try and resell them.
He just looks like he's just
Yeah.
hitting any particular card didn't even matter. He's just trying to pump his Swiftspear.
Dude, I'd say like 2 or 3 years ago, Tabernacles were only like $7. Now they're like $2,000.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh god. Oh.
Oh, that was the whole point of.
Yeah.
That was the principal point of the entire Modern format, was just to like move the an Elder format forward so that they didn't have any conflicts with the dual lands, the main dual lands, but, which is why if they were to bring one of those powerful counter spells in that could help balance it, which is the dual lands and Force of Will are the glue that makes like Legacy a thing.
Brainstorm.
Right? Brainstorm? I think
If
Brainstorm makes Force of Will a playable card, right? But Force of Will being able to counter Charbelcher on turn 1 is why it's a thing at all, where people can play cards.
So Hedron Crab, land for turn. Ooh, so it's gonna be close. So he can activate the land,
I
make
have
a
no
mill.
idea how many he has left, but that is a whole deck of cards upside down.
Oh no! Like if he makes him mill 4 from the land, he can get additional 8 cards. I don't know if that's gonna be enough, but so Swiftspear take 2.
Oh.
Like you have to block a Swiftspear and hope he doesn't have an instant or sorcery, or he's out of cards in hand, right?
Yeah, he's
So-
so bent.
Yeah, you block and go to 1. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be misdirection. Like if it's not Force of Will, it's probably gonna be foil.
They have some of the red Force of misdirection effects.
Yeah.
They just printed one. If you have a creature with 4 power rarity for 1 red, you can make it
Yeah.
change the target. There's shunt and things like that.
Yeah.
That costs 3 though.
But yeah. So at tap, activate. You mill 4. He'll mill 4 at additional 4 at end of turn. Is
He's
it?
got 3 left.
And did Mill get? Mill got a game.
Mill
got
there.
a game. Going to game 3. Oh my god.
Game 3 on
Wow.
the
A
draw.
Mill.
Look,
Mill
I think we're all rooting. I mean, like,
we're all rooting for Mill.
we're all rooting
Like,
for Mill.
It's
It's
the
only anything
underdog.
they could, you know what I mean?
Right.
We're like, look at him go. I didn't. I would have wagered a fair amount of money to say that wasn't going to happen, but he did it.
Of
He's
Mill
here.
getting a game? Yeah, I'll probably be in
Yeah.
your boat. Like, there is absolutely no way they are printing Stifle in Modern.
Probably not.
There's
no.
no, like...
The fetch
Oh.
land to shock land balance is like a real big part of it.
I was like, let me tell you a story. Back in my day, I played Extended.
Extended. There's a fun format.
It was. And I played a deck called Sonic Boom.
Yes. Yes.
It was a blue-black control deck, and it was great because, like, if you go first, like, fetch land, pass. And they would go fetch land, like, cool. My turn, fetch land, pass. They would, I would crack first one, they would crack theirs, I would crack mine. Mine resolves first, stifle their fetch land trigger, get my second land for like a counter spell up, like a force spike or whatever, and then pass. And you're like, and then Thought Season. It was just like, it's so good.
See, I don't think that they would do that. I don't think they would allow that card back into Modern because it does directly like take away from that thing we're talking about. I guess there is a little bit of interaction at the very beginning.
Yeah.
And then you stone raid yourself out of the game, and then you don't get to play anymore.
Yeah. Well, also like Snapcaster and Stifle. Like turn 1, Stifle your fetch land. Like turn 2, like Trick Binding your fetch land. Turn 3, Snap, Stifle just to live Magic Christmas Land. Like, I'm pretty sure if you're my opponent,
I think you deserve it. I think you paid 2.
Yeah.
You did your part.
Well, yeah. If you're my opponent, I'm pretty sure you just scoop.
Yeah.
You're like it's a rage scoop.
If you time walk my first 2 turns like that. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down to quit. I'm down to shuffle.
Stifling.
I'll meet you in the parking lot though. But I'm down to quit that game. Yeah. I'll talk to you. I'll have a chat.
Just stalking him the whole turn, wait for him to leave.
I didn't think we could play Sinkhole. What are you doing? Why are you playing? It's not fair.
Oh man. Oh, fetch your response. Stifle.
Is Flagstones and Boom Bust still a thing? People can do that?
I mean, they can.
Yeah, but they don't like to. They don't bother.
It's too much.
Yeah. 2 mana? It's too much to Stone Rain somebody for 2 mana?
Yeah.
All right. Modern's a fair format for these girls.
Like, it's just too slow, I feel.
Yeah.
It is. Like,
yeah, I get it.
I blow up a land, I stay at 2. It's like Pawns is just better at that point.
Yeah.
Glimpse You, mill 10. Oh my god, can we just pick up the deck and just mill 10? No, crop rotation is not coming to Modern either. Like, Tron decks would just jizz all over themselves for days.
Crop rotation would be pretty good. I would see a lot of decks playing that, yeah.
Print crop rotation, unban.
They already have like None of the Relic if you want to do that.
That's unban the Locust land. Let's just do
that.
Why
not that? That would be nice.
Hedron Crab, land for turn trigger on the stack, Helix. Yes, because I care about your life total. Looks like he has a Narset in hand. Green Sun is not going to get unbanned. Like, you got next best thing with the finale.
Yeah, they just printed the finale. They don't. That's the downgraded version, but it has an upgrade to it with the graveyard effect. So, I think that's a perfectly reasonable thing.
Yes. And then paying 2 mana to go get an Arbor Elf is effectively a rampant growth. So then we're still fine. Narset coming down. Yeah, because Burn cares about drawing cards. I feel like I would have sideboarded that out.
I think that it's going to be able to get him to an important mill piece, and it's also going to it very likely could cost 3 mana and gain him 3 life.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
right? it could just eat a lightning bolt.
Yeah. I think. If I know he has an Archive Trap in hand, I think I take a Mission Briefing. Because if at any point your opponent searches, you're like 26 you.
He's at 4 land already, and Burns already at 4 land. I don't know if they need. I mean, they may still do it, but.
Oh god, yeah.
And it's revealed information, so.
Yeah.
That's what he took. Is that what he took?
I think he took a Free Insanity. Oh no, yeah, he's taking Mission Briefing. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. Don't remind me about that, Robert. Like Sinkhole into Choking Sands, Rain of Tears, and then and Ritual, and all in the same thing. It was it was just. If you played black, you were happy.
That's good stuff.
All right, untap.
That's a bad day for one of you.
Yes.
It's fun to play cards, but only one of us will.
You'll play cards, but you won't keep them very long.
You aren't playing them. I'm playing cards.
I mean, he'll still play land. He just doesn't keep them very long. You played a card. You feel good about yourself. Good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it away now.
That was fun.
Visions of Beyond seems like a perfectly reasonable card. So he has the option of Fraying Sanity land for turn. We're doing a graveyard check.
Yeah, he's checking the He's got to be close.
He's got to be close to the 20.
He is Glimpse and.
Yeah. Man, right, and Burn is not having a whole lot of pressure right now. So like, it's making me kind of lean towards the mill deck right now for winning this.
I mean, he's still at 11.
Yeah.
So.
He's at 7.
That's a third.
And yeah, I know he has Lightning Helix and a Skewer, so you can put him to 1. Hardcast Skewer the Critics?
Interesting.
I think. Oh, he might have like a land Lightning. Oh, he has a Wear Tear in hand. All right. So
that destroys enchantments or artifacts.
Yeah, I say the Tear. I think is a red to destroy an artifact, and the Wear is a white and 1 to destroy enchantment.
Yeah.
I could see Toxic Deluge making it into Modern Horizons as well.
What is it?
Toxic Deluge. The black and 2, you pay X life, and then all creatures get -X. Yeah. I could see that coming to Modern.
Yeah, that could be all right.
Because it's almost like, I mean, you're
again though. I just don't feel like creatures are the problem.
No, but that's just it. Like that's a somewhat fair card. Like
yeah.
You know, it's like turn 3,
pay
like
life.
Yeah, like you can wipe the the board of Gurmags and whatnot. Mission briefing.
I also think that Magic likes it when people play games of their life total where it puts them into a
yeah.
Oh, he's glimpsing. He's
he mission briefing casting glimpse.
Yeah.
All right.
I like it when they do that. They're putting pressure on themselves. Like I got to take care of the board, but then I'm risking my life total, and like the burn deck can respond by fling, you know, sort of thing. I think they like that kind of risk reward type behavior.
Yeah. But I don't think you can. He mission briefing the glimpse. You have to cast a glimpse at the same speed. I think. I think mission briefing doesn't give it. And Narset doesn't Narset doesn't let you play cards with flash, right? I'm very confused with what's happening right now.
Martin Narset doesn't give you.
Yeah, that's so
speed.
All right, so now we're having a discussion here.
No, I thought that it did let you play whatever card that you choose
at instant speed.
No, because then you'd be Wrath of Godding people.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like then mission briefing we see playing Modern hard
blessing and shit like that.
Yeah. Like I know the uptick to Fairy lets you do that,
right?
But so, all right. So I think now we're just figuring out what's going on. So now I'm not sure. I mean, like effectively, like I guess we.
Should we not do it? Did we not mill it? Or
I guess we did. All right. So if someone can tell me exactly like what mission briefing says and whatnot, so it's like all right. So he's gonna get a visions, cast a visions, draw more cards. He needs a Field of Ruin. Mind Funeral. So 1 land, 2 land. Ooh.
Oof, that's a big one.
3. Oof. 4.
There it is.
There's not a lot left. I mean, but you are at 3, so if your opponent just top decks any burn spell, you're just dead, right? Lightning Helix. Yeah. Yep, there it is. Oh, so close.
And the good game.
All right. So burn takes it down in 3. All right. Well, we thank you guys for tuning into the stream. You guys should definitely tune in tomorrow at 5 o'clock. So we're doing our booster box game. If you get closest, huh? The camera's right there.
I know you're pointing over here.
I am pointing over there.
This guy's drunk.
I wish. I should probably do that more often. But for each box we open, whoever gets closest to the value of the box will get a prize. Like
nice.
Last week, Gabe got closest to both, so he got a new foil Kranko and 2 Liliana's Triumph promos.
Wow,
So,
awesome.
We should hopefully see you guys tomorrow.
Just
You
for
guys
being
can,
in the chat and making a guess,
just for being in the chat and making a guess.
can't be beat.